Hello everybody, this is Shane R. Monroe, and today we're going to be doing a quick overview and beginner's guide to HellDivers 2. Now this wasn't even on my radar originally. I played the OG version of it, and I totally didn't know this was coming. It sort of fell under the radar for me. We're going to skip all this intro stuff. You guys want to just know what's going on, right? So, too long didn't watch. This is Starship Troopers plus Call of Duty Ghosts Extinction, and it's up to 4 players. I'm going to be playing alone. You start off on your cruiser, and there's a lot of things that you can upgrade. There's your armory, your ship upgrade. There's multiple types of currency here, but only one of them costs any money, and it's all for cosmetics. We're going to go more into that in just a minute. Essentially, you are trying to, spread democracy, and you spread democracy by killing bugs. If it sounds a lot like Starship Troopers, well, this is the best Starship Troopers game I've ever played. So as you move around the planet, there's different things that you can do. Reduce the bug population, for example. This one, if I zoom in here, this is to upload escape pod data, which contains valuable information. And of course, there is a multiplayer component, and you can see, let me see if I can find anywhere on the map that somebody's playing multiplayer right now. Here's one example. I have only friends turned on right now, so there's probably a lot more people playing, and you could hit X to quick play, and that'll immediately throw you into a match. But let me get into something that's a little quieter. I'm going to go ahead and join this game. And essentially, you fly down to the planet. And I see my cat wants to be on my video again. Not. And you put a touchdown point. Now, red areas are hot with enemy presence. This is your primary objective. And here's your extraction zone. So I'm going to try to dump myself sort of close, but not too close to the infestation. And now you get to choose what you want to take with you. I have 4 slots. You have a few of these here, which are basically your mission stratagems, or stratagems, however you pronounce that. And these things come with you by default. These are the ones you get to choose. Now, I have unlocked a few of these, but not a ton. So I have orbital strike, barrages. These are all things that the ship drops down to you upon command, and they have cooldown times that you have to wait between their usage. So I'm going to pick my basic, let's see, I just picked up a couple of new things. So I'm just going to grab a couple of goodies just so I can show you. Then you ready up and you head down to the planet. None of this is skippable, and the load time and how long it takes, of course, yeah, don't die, that's great. How long this takes to load depends really entirely on who all's with you. My load time is pretty quick, but if you've got somebody on a potato PC or something that's slow, it will not nearly be this quick. So you land on different biomes, and in this case, it's dark. It's sort of a basic, I don't know, more like a field or a basic barren planet, and it's dark and it is cloudy. Now, you could come down here in the daytime. You could come down here when there's no clouds. You could come down here any number of different possible conditions. So this is just one, and I'm sorry that it's dark. That kind of sucks. I would prefer if it wasn't a dark mission. So essentially what we have here is a third-person view, and you can see down in the... Can I go ahead and I can't grab my mouse. If you look down in the bottom left, you'll see grenades are activated by the D-pad. You have 5 total clips of 8 that you can carry for your primary weapon. I could use Y to dump to my other weapon. And so I have 4 of 4. And you see I have 2 of 4 stims. That's to get your health back. Your health is designated right by the D1. That's Dark Uni player number 1. If, for example, Womp Rats was second player, he would be W2, etc., etc. Now, if you bring up the map here, you can look around the map using the D-pad. It's a very weird configuration. It shows you how to do this all in the tutorial, so I won't bother with that. But here's a nice hot zone here, and here's where I'm at, the way I'm facing, and potential hot zones between me and my mission. So I'm going to go ahead and tag that on the map, and you'll see with my compass up at the top, I can now aim myself towards that, and there's a whole bunch of bugs coming. They are not happy I'm sitting in one spot, I guess, so they're going to start sending the bugs after me. Now, I'm going to move away from the bugs. Hopefully they won't chase me right now because I want to show you a few things. So you can actually call your stratagems down, right? So reinforce is bring somebody else down. SOS is to call another player to come help you. Resupply is what we're going to do. So use the D-pad, down, down, up, right. That puts a little thing in your hand and you throw it, and it'll call down your resupply. It takes a certain amount of time for your stratagem to come down from the ship. You can see it's up there. It's coming. And it will kill anybody or bugs when it lands on them. So stay clear. So now that I've got a resupply, now I haven't used anything. Why would I resupply? Well, see, I only have 3 of 4 grenades. I only have 2 stims. If I take some of these supplies, I'll max everything out, which is great. So I'll just save these for later. Now, the next thing I might want to do is call down a machine gun. You start off with those 2 primary weapons, but the first thing you probably want to do is not get killed by the bugs who snuck up on me when I wasn't looking. This is third-person shooting, but you can use the right stick if you click in. I'm just trying to get out of here and reload. By the way, when you reload, you waste whatever ammo's in the mag that's left. So if you had 10 shots in that mag and you used 5 and reloaded, you just wasted 5 shots. It's very unusual to see that in the game. I kind of like it. It's a double-edged sword. Let me flip over to something a little more easy to eradicate here. Unfortunately, it's a very tiny clip. Okay. All right, now, got the majority of them off my butt for now. All right, so I'm going to go pick up this machine gun. So this is your 3rd weapon. And just like, say, Zombie Army Trilogy or whatever, you tap Y to switch between primary and secondary. Hold Y to get to your 3rd or more powerful weapon. You can only carry 1 3rd entry weapon at a time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use a stim. And here's some area of interest, it says. I don't know what it is that it wants me to see here, which is kind of weird. I don't know why it's even there. But if you look at your map, you will see sometimes there are other areas of interest that are here, a minor place of interest. There are primary and secondary things to do. So I'm going to go ahead and tag that real quick. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and top off all my mags because I'm about ready to take some more of this supply action. Okay, so let's go take a look around. There's lots of things to see and do here. You'll start to see repetitions over time. These are samples. If I can actually get to them, common samples. Samples are basically a currency. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. I'm going to pick up as much of this crap as I can. And there's some ammo here, but I just topped everything off, right? So I can't really pick up anything. I'll just have to remember that they're there, right? All right, so let's go ahead and head towards our mission objective. I don't know if I'm going to actually get this finished before, you know, I'm on my lunch hour here, so I'm doing what I can. The other thing you have is there's no jump, but you can crawl up certain things, and you have a Hail Mary dive on the B button. If you double tap, it'll jump you out of the way. It's not great, but you'll get used to it. All right, so the pod should be over here somewhere. I should be getting close. And once I get close to the pod, it's going to ask me to start the upload process. I can't be that far. There we go. Oh, my resupply just cooled down. You saw that in the upper left. Okay, so these are bug outposts. These can only be destroyed by grenades or some sort of hailstorm from above. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and call that orbital barrage. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this, and you'll see exactly what happens. It'll just start bringing hell from above, including killing everything, including outposts, bugs, as long as I don't think I quite threw it far enough. Yeah, nothing got in there. So I'm going to go ahead and change to my grenades, and I'm going to make a fast run in here and see if I can pop a couple of these. There's 2 of them and a lot of bugs, so let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and put out my Gallon Sentry, which oftentimes kills your teammates more than it kills bugs. It does not understand friendly fire. So once it comes down from above, it'll start blowing these guys away, and it'll keep the area clear for me to go ahead. Yeah, I gotta stay out of the bug line because, oh god, they destroyed it. Dang it. I've never seen them destroy one so fast. That's crazy. All right, well, I'm getting trapped here. This is a game you probably don't want to play by yourself because there's nobody to really kind of save you. Ugh. This gun does not pre-aim very well. Going through all my stims here. Can't believe that they killed my sentry that fast. Okay. Sometimes it's easier to switch weapons. So if I do this close-up toggle, now it's a first-person view. For some people, that'll be easier. For some people, it will be harder. My Gatling barrage is almost cooled down, so I could probably go ahead and bring that down again to clear the area a bit. Go back to my... Lots of different types of bugs, classes of bugs, armored bugs, unarmored bugs, bugs that spit at you, blah, blah, blah. I have no more mags, so I'm going to have to think about a resupply soon. Meantime, I'll switch weapons, reload. Where do those bug holes go? See, that one's armored. You can see it's bouncing stuff off. I'm going to have to do something a little more extreme here. How about a couple of grenades? It bounced. By the way, you can kill yourself with your own grenades. Should seem obvious, but, you know. I think I personally probably need to get a supply drop down. I'm going to go ahead and activate a supply drop. See if I can keep these guys off my back. Let me go to my third power weapon here. Much like Call of Duty Extraction, if you wait around too long, one of them will show up behind you. Just the way that it is. Okay, let's go ahead, pick up some styling ammo here. Let me see. Oh, there are the bug holes. All right, so let me see if I can go ahead now that things are a little quieter. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Let me call down that orbital again. This time I'll throw it just a bit closer to the fun zone. Hopefully that'll get that one, and then I'll take a grenade up here, and we'll take this guy out. Now, this isn't even one of the primary objectives. This is like a secondary thing. Of course, it's all the way up there. And you have to get it right in the hole. If it bounces out, you're screwed. I don't think that made it, but we'll see. It did. Sweet. Of course, I'm going to get dead. All right, so being dead is perfect. So I dropped 2 samples, which are very, very hard to get a hold of. So you probably want to go back and pick them up. Now, when you're playing solo, you automatically come back down. If you're playing multiplayer, then somebody's got to call you in, or eventually you will respawn, but trust me, you'll want somebody to call you in. This guy works by shooting him right between the legs. Of course, I have to reload when I'm not expecting it. The reload cadence is something... Jeez. The reload cadence is definitely a potential problem. Let's say I was playing good. Come on. A lot of times you'll try to reload or stim when you're on your back and it doesn't seem to work. I think it's because you're interrupted. Oh, I didn't get that one. Let me try it again. Got to go right in the hole. Perfect. You got a better visual on that one anyway. All right, let's go back and see if we can get to that escape pod now. We're close. We're close.
Tagging map, northeast.
All right, so where is she? Oh, we're here. So it says upload data, which is like a stratagem call. And now it says protect Dark Uni during the upload. So while we're doing this, I'm going to pick up this common sample. If you wander too far away, sometimes it'll reset that area, so you'll have to go back and do the upload again. So in this case, because this is my only thing to do, I'm going to go ahead and put a sentry out in case anybody decides to sneak up on me whilst we're downloading here, or uploading in this case. I don't think we're going to see anybody, but my stims are a little low too. We're still uploading. There, see? It's going to pick those guys up off there. So there's all sorts of things to see. If you just go to your destination, do it, and then evacuate, you're going to miss out on a lot of fun. Okay, that was it. That was the whole mission for this particular map. That's it, which is kind of cool. So look for the blue light in the sky, which is your extraction point. I must be nowhere near it. I'm going to go ahead and tag the extraction point, and we're going to head on over. Now, I could go and investigate that area up there. I could run around the map and investigate more. Oh, hey, look at that. Here's the stuff that I dropped. Perfect. I want those samples. Okay. And I think I can even get my machine gun back, too. Nice. All right, so now we see the blue light. If I can get out of the dust here. Is there somebody following me? Of course there is. So we're going to head for the blue light, and if there happens to be anything along the way... Oh, look, one of my supply drops is still over here, so I'm going to grab that. This is a really good introductory single-player mission. Things where you've got to destroy eggs or launch ICBMs or all this other stuff. There's a crazy number of different missions to do that vary from map to map. You do have stamina, which is why I continue to run slow. Reloading my machine gun here. It takes forever. I might as well have it done now. What about my other ones? Let's just go ahead and top all of these off. Perfect. Okay, so once you call the extraction ship, of course, you have to sit around for 2 minutes and protect yourself. We have a 27-minute T- time for the mission up at the top left, or the top right, rather. So that gives me an idea as how much longer I can explore before I got to get the hell out of Dodge, if I'm going to get out of Dodge. Now, I finished the mission. Even if I don't extract, I still get credit. Even if I extract, I get to keep all sorts of extra goodies, the samples that I picked up. There are certain other types of currency that you might pick up, like Warbonds, and we're going to talk about those in just a minute. All right, let's just go over here real quick. I know this wasn't a super exciting demo of the gameplay, but it's what I can do on my lunchtime. All right, so we've started the window, so now we've got 2 minutes. So in this 2 minutes, I'm going to run around, pick up some ammo. Maybe there's some samples laying around here I can pick up. So you just have to defend the zone. It will land, by the way, if there's bugs here, and they will shoot bugs down for you as it lands. I told you, this is so Starship Troopers, it makes me crazy. 21 seconds until my Gatlin sentry comes down. Well, I have a machine gun sentry too. I forgot about that. Let's bring that down. I'll put it somewhere where hopefully it'll catch a majority of any bugs that show up in here while I'm waiting. Oh, there they are. As if on cue. I don't need any grenades to blow up nests, so let's go ahead and get the party started with some grenades. Granadas. All right, so yeah, there are a bunch over there that are coming from the backside. Oh, gotta watch out for that Gatlin. It will take you down. Now, hopefully... Oh, did they destroy it already? Dang. Okay, so I'm on my own here. Dang it. Stem up. Change weapons. Dang it. It's the reload that gets me every time. I don't keep a cadence in my head as to how long you can shoot. Oh, crap. I might not make it. Come on. Oh, crap. Okay, my legs hurt. Why can I not get a weapon reloaded here? Come on. Ugh. Okay, the good news is I'll be able to pick those up. Oh, see, the shuttle is going to abort now if I don't get my butt back in the shuttle zone. Too far from extraction. I got 9 seconds, otherwise it's going to restart. Come on. Okay, we're good. All right, let me see here. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. Grab that. I also need to go grab the other one before I extract too. I wonder if my Gatlin turret's ready. Not that I have time to frickin' throw it. Come on. Double dive. Killed. This is not a game to play alone. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to land and I need to get my ass. I need to throw that gun out so that I have some sort of protection. There we go. That should at least get me through the extraction. We'll get this done. What am I, trapped? Of course. Come on. The gun's going to end up killing me, though, because I'm trapped behind these guys. There we go. Whew. No, don't shoot me. There you go. Shoot those guys. My right leg is damaged, so I can't run as well. Oh, there's my pickup. Oh, there's the shuttle. Sweet. Board the shuttle. I'm going to have to pass up. No, am I going to pass it up? No, 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 no. Pick it up. Pick up those samples. Okay, I'm greedy. Let's go. And again, if you don't exfil, it's only what you're carrying that you don't get, right? Your Warbonds and stuff will come with it. All right, so let's take a look at what we got. You'll get your end of mission summary. And let's take a peek. All right, so based on my performance, the mission was completed. I got the main objective, so I get some XP, and I get a little of the resistance funds there. My optional objectives I did not do. I was able to extract, so I got a little bunch of goodies there. I got 2 of the outposts, the bug outposts of the 5 that were there. And I had a lot of mission time remaining, so I got some goodies there. And I get a rating. Very nice. And I get Warbonds, right? This is the currency you care about. Warbonds is the currency you care about, and I'll show you why. And samples are a current. Well, you care about all of them, but let's go through it. All right, so we've liberated a little bit more of this planet, and we return to our ship. Now I'm going to take you through and show you all the currencies, how they intermingle, what you care about first and what you don't care about first. All right. Yes, thank you so much. All right. Return to ship. Okay, so let's take a look first off. I don't know how that turned me around. All right, so let's take a look at your ship management. So here is your overview of your ship, how many modules you've put on it, your ship names, all that stuff. Stratagems. This is what you really want to pay attention to. And stratagems, the currency of choice for stratagems is the little R. I can't remember what the R stands for, but the R currency is what lets you buy stratagems. This is what the mothership, you can call down to the mothership. And you can see I have some of this already undone. You really want to get these, first off the bat is, where is it? You need a sentry. If you're going to play alone, you need one of these sentries to watch your back. If you don't play alone, it's still useful, but it's less useful. But there are so many things to buy. There's so much stuff you need to earn for. I got a machine gun and a sniper rifle, but a tank launcher, but there's so much left for me to get. And it's going to cost, right? I don't have enough money to buy anything, or you'd see a different little icon there. I can't afford to buy anything. Ship modules, these control your ship. These are things like increasing or decreasing the cooldown times and things like that. This is, of course, the salvage, right? So this is the green salvage that you're needing to spend. Sometimes you need green, so common and rare salvage. Fortunately, or unfortunately, in my case, I can't afford anything yet. And, you know, this is the hard one to get. This is the hard stuff to pick up. All right, so that's your ship and stratagems. What about your armory? Now, you'd think you'd go to your armory to buy stuff, but you don't. Your armory shows you what you can select. I've only got a couple of items unlocked, and we're going to show you how to do that in a minute. I got a couple secondaries unlocked and one different type of grenade. You can also, this is where you set your outfits, right? So some of these are cosmetic and some of them are different, like this guy. This guy has less speed and less stamina regen, but a higher armor rating. So it's heavy armor. So you have to, and this one provides a higher armor rating. And this one provides 50% resistance to explosives, reduces recoil when crouched. So you got to really pay attention to these items you're picking up. They all look very similar, but they may have different attributes. Helmet's the same way, right? I don't think I have anything in my helmet collection that does anything other than the basic. Capes also have the same thing. They have ratings and passive type facilities for you as well. Right now, I don't really have anything. Your character, you know, basic stuff, your emote, your victory pose, titled cards, blah, blah, blah. No clue on the boosters yet. I haven't got that far. And then, of course, your career shows how many times you've died, how many shots you've fired, blah, 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 blah. For those of you who like the spec stuff. All right, so how do you get new stuff? I mean, we talked about the stratagems, but how do I get weapons and armor and all that stuff? That's under acquisitions at the top. You press your X while you're on the ship, and this is where you spend your Warbonds. So let's take a look at the basic Warbonds screen here. And you can see I have 7 of 8 items claimed here. I do not have this one yet. If you hit Y, you'll get more information. So this is actually lower armor rating with more speed and higher stamina than what I'm carrying now. This would be a good buy. Now understand that each one of these screens require a certain level of entry. Now, on this screen, it says I need to spend 39 more medals to unlock this. So I have to go and blow my loot on one of these other screens before I can actually unlock and place stuff on this screen. So it keeps things fairly level, and these Warbonds are slow gatherers. Unless you're playing with a team with multiple primary missions, they come a little bit faster. So I've been saving up for this guy. I wanted this one, and I've been saving my cash. I can't afford this one. I couldn't even unlock it if I wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and claim this guy, and I'm going to equip it. So I'm ready to go for the next match. Now, I have no more coin to spend, so I'm done here. You can buy something called super credits. So What are super credits? Well, let's go find out. Here's the super store where you spend your super credits. This is apparently all cosmetic stuff, although this doesn't look cosmetic to me. So it looks like there are things that can affect the outcome of a game that use these credits. Well, why do you care? I can convert them using Warbonds, and I can earn them as I play. But in reality, we all know what this is about, right? Super credits are how they make more money after the game. And it does look like it's possible to sort of pay to win, but this is not a competitive game. This is a cooperative game. So however you land on the pay to win side of the scenario, it's never PvP, it's PvE. So you might get somebody who spent a lot of money on this game that can help you through a mission. You gotta kind of decide where you land on that one. Warbonds are the big guy. And they even have you need a premium Warbond for this. I have no idea what a premium Warbond is. I haven't gotten that far. So there's two types of ways to spend your Warbonds. That's how you get your weapons and your armor. You equip them in the armory, upgrade your ship, keep everything moving, and of course, fight for freedom. Spread democracy through any means necessary. So there's all sorts of planets and biomes that you can explore. Obviously, each tier represents an increase in difficulty. Now, I will tell you right now, if you look at the bottom of the screen, it says easy. So you can toggle between trivial and easy. I think you get medium right out of the box, but you have to earn challenging and hard and extreme. All of these things, those have to be earned. If you're playing alone, I beg you, play on easy. If you're playing with friends, at least if you have 4 different people playing, you might want to play on medium. But you can see how it affects. Look at the bottom. Primary objectives, enemy patrols. Allied tactical objectives and light outposts. Secondary objectives, medium outposts, heavily armored enemies, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Don't ruin the game for yourself, man. If you're playing alone, maybe play on trivial until you get used to things. Play on easy when you start getting things like the sentries and things of that nature. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. You have these major orders you can see on the side that you'll earn additional funding for doing things. You got sort of your daily rewards. It's all in here, folks, and it's a really good time. Again, if you want to bring it together in a nutshell, it's very simple. It's Starship Troopers plus COD Ghost Extraction with maybe just a tad of Gears of War in here, right? The third-person perspective and that sort of thing. But yeah, great game. It's $40. I highly recommend it. If you want to end up playing, let me know in the comments down below, and maybe we can hook up and play a couple of games. All right, this is Shane R. Monroe, and thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys know what to do. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.